Hi, I am Pastor Cindy, and I want to congratulate you on completing Growth Track and joining the First Impressions team. I have to tell you that the First Impressions team is one of the most important teams that we have at our church because it is the people that the people see first. And all these little things that we do, and because the First Impressions team does it with such excellence, people feel Jesus and feel His love long before they even know who we are or who He is. It is the thing that I hear the most from people is how we made them feel. And I know that's not what they get in there, it's what they get out here in the lobby or out in the park or wherever they are first. And it's because of this team. The First Impressions team consists of greeters, ushers and communion, the Connect desk, the hospitality, and the parking team. All of us are a part of making this atmosphere, and how we do that is by being pretty intentional. The first thing that you need to do every week, well, I say every week, but really before you serve, like if you're serving that weekend, is listen to the chat-in. I send out a weekly 5-minute chat-in that lets you know everything that's happening on our campus that weekend and what you need to be prepared for. My heart in that is so that if anybody asks you a question, no matter where you're serving on the First Impressions team, you'll know the answer. I also have a Team Insider, which is a printed version of that, which also has our upcoming events. I want to prepare you as best I can so that you can be confident if anybody asks you a question. So listen to your chat-in every week, and I also put in one of our church codes or the heart of what's going on. The spiritual heart about what's going on at our church so that you're poured into so that you can pour out during the weekend. The next thing is to prepare your heart and prepare your space. So before you come to serve, be prayed up. This is definitely an opportunity for you to pour out, and that means you need to be filled up, whatever that looks like, whether it's spending time in worship, in the Word, in prayer. Prepare your heart so that when you smile at people, they'll know that it is genuine and it's God's love smiling through you. The second thing is to prepare your space. If you are coming for the Connect desk or the ushers or greeters or the communion or even the parking team, you need to be here a half hour early before your shift and stay all the way to the end. It really does make a difference when everybody is there early to set this atmosphere so that it doesn't feel rushed. You know, one of the things that makes people feel the most value is when they feel you've prepared for them. That when they walk in and the stage is set, the house is set, like if you have people over at your house, you'll light candles, you'll put music on, it'll be all ready for them. That's what we're trying to prepare here, is that we're ready for them. We have prayed for them and we are prepared for them. The next thing is smiling and welcome, which seems like a small thing, but it actually is one of the things that God uses first. Is that, you know, there aren't a whole lot of times when people are just smiling at you. Sometimes for some people's lives, they get more people smiling at them here at church than any other time. And the truth is they're hungry for it. They're hungry for that connection, for that just that genuine smile. It does something to them. And welcoming them. Now, there has been statistics that in the last 10 years, that because of our culture, that people are expecting welcome and to be acknowledged quicker than ever before. In fact, if somebody's within 8 feet of you, they're expecting you to acknowledge them by looking them in the eye. And within the first 7 seconds of seeing them, that you would say hello. Just acknowledging someone and smiling at them makes them feel invited and valued. That is why those greeter positions and the ushers and the Connect, you're smiling and welcoming people is no small thing. It is the absolute biggest thing. The next thing is to be aware of where you're at. Be aware of people coming and going, especially when it gets really, really crazy, that you wouldn't put your head down, that you would keep your eyes up and you would look for that lost look. There's some people that come in and they look lost. They have a question mark on their face. You absolutely can engage them and ask them, how can I help you? You seek them out. You have permission from me to seek them out before they seek you out. The other thing is that when we're serving on the weekend, we're all serving. One of our codes is that we are not spiritual consumers, we're spiritual contributors, that we come filled up to pour out. And so everybody on the team, from pastors, worship team, every tech, all the way down, all the way into the lobby, we're all here to give. And what are we here to give? We're here to give love and value to every person that walks in our door. So I know you guys love each other because I have a great team. I have over 250 people on the First Impressions team. And you think that's massive, except for we still need more people because we have a lot of spots to fill and those people don't necessarily serve every single week. So you absolutely are needed. But one of the things you need to know is you love each other. That's not the time to talk to each other. It's not the time to talk to the pastors in the lobby. This is the time when we're all focused outward. And so it's one of those things of knowing what time it is. You can say hello, give your friend a hug, and then say, hey, let's catch coffee later. Or if you talk to a team member, maybe that you've met for the first time, and you're like, I love them, that is great, make a schedule for later. If you need to talk to one of our pastors, then go ahead and say, hey, I need to talk to you, and schedule an appointment. But while we're here on the weekends, we are here for everyone else that's new, because we get over 20 new guests a week, and those are the ones who self-identify. We have a whole lot of other people that aren't telling us it's their first time. And by first time, it could be their very first time in church ever. And we want their experience to be all that God wants it to be. So wherever you're at, whatever team, you have details like on the Connect team, you get to give out these to our new guests and other responsibilities. You will be shadowing someone and they will be helping you with all the functionality of the job and what you need to do. But my job is to make sure that your heart is right. Because if your heart isn't right, then doing your job will be very frustrating. And it's not meant to be frustrating. It's meant to be a blessing to you and through you. I know that these small positions can get really boring sometimes. Like standing at that door and you think, I feel that way. I'm in the lobby sometimes and nobody says hi to me. They all just walk by me and I think, what am I doing here? And then I have that connection with somebody that I knew was a God divine attention. Or just that smile where somebody, I say, welcome, and it surprises them. All of us need to be aware that each one of us is doing something really important. And it's not about being excited or being entertained. It's really about giving and understanding how valuable that give is. So thank you for your give. Thank you for your service. Thank you for joining our team. And I am praying for you. I am talking to you every week on the chat in, and I'm excited about what God is doing through this amazing church through you. Thank you.